All your worlds are about to change.
Hey guys, FTC everybody. I am back with another episode reaction. This is to the premiere of Legends of Tomorrow, the next spin-off in the Arrowverse. The members, we've got The Atom by Brandon Routh. We got Sarah Lance, The White Canary by Katie Lotz. We have the two parts of Firestorm, Professor Martin Stein, played by Victor Garber, and Jefferson Jackson, played by Franz Drama. We have the two villain-hero sort of things. Captain Cole, played by Wentworth Miller, and Heatwave by Dominic Purcell. And the two Hawks. Hawk Girl, played by Sierra Renee, and Hawkman by Falk Henshaw. And their guide, Rip Hunter, played by Doctor Who alumni Arthur Darvill. They're going back all through time to fight off Casper Crump, aka Vandal Savage. There are many different stars coming in. Jonah Hex is coming in the 11th episode. There's going to be many different references. It's possible two of this cast, two of the main 9, will be killed off because we saw a burial scene with the team surrounding two graves. If so, my guesses are Hawkman, and one is Hawkman. I can't tell who the other one is, but the other one is either going to be Sarah, Cold, Heat, or someone entirely different. But who knows? Let's go.
What's your name, son?
There'll be 16 episodes.
Jonas.
Your mother was brave.
This one is called Pilot,
Just
Part
as your
1.
father was foolish. Which are you? So you take after your mother. Or not?
Caesar, Hitler,
Arthur Darvill, once again in time traveler position. This time, he is the Time Lord. He's the Time Master instead of the
He was to
companion.
engage in the very sort of manipulation of time that we are sworn to prevent.
And yet, if we allow humanity to perish at the hands of evil, then what universe are we custodians of?
How did the council meeting go, Captain Hunter?
Exactly as expected, Gideon.
So we are proceeding?
Indeed.
Gideon.
Prepare the way, fighter, for takeoff. Set a course. United States, Star City, January 2016.
Ah, the early second millennium AD. The golden age of gasoline engines, online pornography, and those silly little smartphones. What are we going to retrieve, Captain?
Oh, not what. Who? I need you to pull up some files, Gideon. The 8 men and women who'll be joining us on our little crusade.
You usually prefer to work alone, Captain.
This time I'll need a team.
So Gideon is the ship computer for Rip Hunter's ship.
Vandals are mortal. Kendra and I reincarnate.
Yeah, I've done that.
And what the hell does this Randall guy got to do with us?
Vandal. In the future, he will employ the evil he has perfected over his long life and the power he has amassed throughout history to finally...
The opening's a bit rushed.
I've been tasked with assembling an elite team to stop him.
How?
To travel through time. To capture Savage before he grows into the monster he becomes.
You got the wrong guy. Hero ain't on my resume.
Or mine.
I know it's difficult for you to fathom, but when I'm from, the year 2166, you and everyone on this roof aren't just considered heroes. You're legends.
Legends?
Legends of the DC
hate to
universe.
nitpick, but doesn't a legend have to be dead?
Yeah, see, that's a deal breaker for me, so I'm gonna pass.
It's dangerous for any of you to know too much about your own futures, but I am here because each of you, as individuals, is destinateness.
I could get behind that.
And because if you don't follow me, this is what is in store for your world 150 years from now.
Gibson. holographic image of what happens in the future. Nothing.
I could have chosen any time and any place. Of all the people who ever lived, I chose you 8. I certainly hope that you won't let me and the world down.
See, there was a clip that showed that 2 team members possibly died. I think one of them is Hawkman.
If your answer is yes, meet me at this
And I
place in 36 hours.
can't tell which the second one is. The second one is either Sarah, Mick, or Cold.
How much it hurt every time he took you away from me.
Have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, we can't actually beat him?
But this time we wouldn't be facing him alone. And we almost defeated him with help before.
Yeah, almost.
Kendra.
This is our best chance to stop him forever. The woman I've loved for millennia wouldn't be scared of this. Look, past lives we'd fight, argue, a lot. But
Since Hawkman wasn't part of the original lineup, I think he's gonna be killed off
Like I beat you?
for this series.
And you give up this plan?
Hawkgirl will be
Except
will
you won't be able
live,
to beat
but
me,
be
but you can
integrated into the
absolutely
Flash season 3. Just like how
When it's
Adam
decided,
is for Arrow. Adam and Canary were for Arrow. That was a horrible fight. See, that was horribly shot. I'm sorry.
Mom and Dad, that you wanted to go to sleepaway camp. The Lazarus pit brought me back, but it left me with this need to take, to kill.
And we know that the
dangerous.
first couple
After
episodes
you
take
died,
place in the
I
70s.
needed a channel for my grief. I found it in becoming
40
a
years
Black
ago in
Canary.
1975.
I found it in
41 years ago, okay.
For me, being the canary was never that positive.
Then don't be the canary.
No Jonah Hex.
Do what Oliver's been doing. Do what this
Jonah
Root
Hex
Hunter
appears
is
in the
offering
11th
you the chance to
episode.
do, and
Somebody's descendant, is played by Firefly's
be a
Jules
hero in
State,
the light.
is in the
Be
10th
the white
episode.
canary.
And there we go, we get the name. The White Canary. And her new suit.
Where did you get this?
I have a resourceful friend named Cisco.
For fingerprints and surveillance cameras and DNA analysis, why did we become
Leonard.
criminals?
Because
He-
we hate working.
Heatwave and Cold are probably going to just say yes
Steal the Mona Lisa
because
straight off Da Vinci's easel. Snatch the Hope Diamond before it was discovered. This is everything
They-
we got into thieving for
Cold
in the
and
first
Heat are
place.
taking advantage so they can become the master criminals of time. Steal what they can
You want me in on that,
from the past.
but I'm not gonna be anyone's hero.
And this is actually the first time we've
Jefferson,
seen
it's
Heatwave.
imperative we remain together for our powers to work.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm still
The
getting
first
used
time
to
we've
the whole
seen
powers
Heatwave
thing.
since
And now that you're
episode
adding time travel to the
16
mix,
Do you have
of
any
season
idea
1.
what an extraordinary opportunity we've been given?
a chance to get murdered by an immortal psychopath. No thanks. Knock yourself out.
You
You
drug.
took the words right out of my mouth.
Really? You drug Jax? That's badass. You drugged Jax. Also, Rip's onboard computer is Gideon, so Barry creates Gideon, Rip uses Gideon in his ship, and then Eobard
Sir,
Dawn.
this is the place.
I think we're being punked.
Eobard
people
Dawn
still say
uses it as his onboard, his computer.
buddy threw himself going away party.
Yes, I believe he drank something that didn't quite agree with him.
You don't look too happy to be here.
Perceptive.
Well, I see you've all decided to come. Well then, we can be on our way.
I ain't footing it anywhere.
Our Time Master's sacred charge is to do no harm to the timeline. Can you imagine what a time ship would look like in, say, Victorian England?
Holographic indigenous camouflage projection.
Indeed.
Fancy way for saying invisible.
Wave Rider.
The Wave Rider.
It's been my ship for over a decade.
Rip Hunter is Booster Gold's son, but it doesn't look like Booster Gold's going to be in this season. He could be in season 2 with Constantine and others.
Excuse me, would you mind, Thank you.
Because of this, and because of Legends of Tomorrow and the upcoming Prison Break revival, it's unlikely Captain Cold or Heatwave will be available during the rest of The Flash Season 2 or even Season 3 of The Flash. Who knows? One of them could... I'm going to take a moment here. I don't know if I can get a picture up here. If I can, it'd be great. There's a funeral scene in one of the trailers. We see Rip, Adam, Professor Stein, Hawkgirl, and I think Jax attending the funerals of two unmarked graves. Now, they could be for 2 random people that we don't know, or 2 team members who join through the timeline. But if not, then they're the 2 graves for 2 of the team members. Since they said Legends of Tomorrow is like an anthology series, so not all the cast is going to be the same. So some of the cast will survive but leave, some will die and never be seen again. I believe there are 4 people that could possibly die. Hawkman, Captain Cold, Heatwave, and Sarah. Now, based on their positions in the DC TV universe and how they would fathom in future, the only one I think will die, who will definitely die in this season, is Hawkman. That's who I think will die. One of the graves belongs to. The other, I can't be sure, because Captain Cold is one of the main adversaries of The Flash. I'm picking him as the main adversary for the upcoming 2018 movie. I think that would be the best choice for him. Heatwave is another big, not as big as Cold, but still a big rogue. And without Cold, there's no heat. So, who knows? And, Sarah, she was already killed off in the pilot, and then killed off again in the Season 3 premiere, and now she's back. They really gonna dick us over and kill her off a 3rd time? I don't think it would be right, but you never know what they might do. So I think one of the graves belongs to Hawkman. And as for Hawkgirl, she's already developed a relationship with Cisco, so it's possible Hawkgirl will join the main cast of The Flash Season 3. It's possible.
Whatever you roofied it with, I'd like some.
I did not roofie him.
Oh, I ain't judging.
I have never seen anything like this before.
Neither have I. And considering I have 4,000 years worth of memories, that's saying something.
How does a vessel of this size function without a crew? I don't need one. Gideon.
Welcome aboard. I am Gideon, an interactive artificial consciousness programmed to operate this vessel's
I don't think that's
critical
Morena
systems
Baccarat.
and aid Captain Hunter in his mission.
Captain? Gideon's been working on helping me locate Vandal Savage. Now, I suggest you all strap yourselves in. Temporal navigation isn't something one wants to be standing up for.
They're all divided into pairs. You got
Time travel.
You got the Hawks,
Some of you may experience
Hawkman and
slight
Hawkgirl,
discomfort. In
the
very rare
Criminals,
instances, there
Cold
may
and
be
Heat,
some,
the Firestorms,
bleeding from
Jax and
I'm sorry,
Stein,
what?
and the Ghosts, Adam and Sarah, people who we thought to have been dead turned out alive. Now, the problem is, if this is going to be a second season, is the expense.
Jax, I'm so glad you're awake. I didn't want you to miss this.
Miss what?
What the? Oh, no, I wouldn't unfasten those if I were you. Get me off this. Whatever this thing is.
Good luck explaining this.
I did him a favor.
He doesn't look all that grateful.
Just hang on and remain calm.
All your worlds are about to change.
Yeah, so the first 2 episodes take place in 75. Another person who's going to be in this one is the villain Kronos.
Whoa. Seriously. That was insanity.
Who's right here. That's Kronos.
That is some serious Darth Vader going on there.
Kronos to command. I'm closing in on Captain Hunter's position.
Kronos.
Hey, what you doing there, bro?
I'm determining whether you are integral to the timeline. You are not.
You are not. So you disintegrate them. That is violent. That is really violent. So that's the bounty hunter, Kronos. He's a time manipulator and all that, and that's who he was. We never knew who he was, and now we do. His name is Kronos.
Oh, I should have mentioned it before. Nausea is one of the side effects of time travel.
I don't remember you. I'm so sorry.
Don't be. You always warned me that if I ran into you in your next life, you might have forgotten me. That's us. At the World's Fair. You're just as beautiful as I remember you.
Aldous Boardman is one of Hawkman's...
Mother.
Is, Aldous Boardman... Okay, I thought that Aldous Boardman was Hawkman's, older self in that lifetime. But no. Aldous Boardman is the child of Hawkman and Hawkgirl from World War I.
His name is Kronos. He's a temporal bounty hunter. The ship is taking heavy fire.
I wonder if they're gonna show Lobo in this.
A lifetime of research on Vandal Savage that all points in this direction. This should help you find him and the vengeance that has eluded me all these years.
His name is Kronos. He works for the Council of Time Masters.
He's
My
still...
former employers.
I thought you were a time master.
As I've expressed, time's not a linear thing. At some point, I was, in fact, a time
He
master.
asked...
You people, please stop hitting me.
Start telling the truth.
He asked for a time ship.
I
They
relinquished my
declined.
position as a time master when I commandeered the Wave Rider. Kronos was clearly sent to bring me in. The Time Masters discourage marriage. They urge against procreation even more. The Time Master should be free of any personal entanglements that might compromise him.
Kit, the mother and child at the beginning was your wife
I
and
fell in
son.
love, and we had a child.
That makes sense.
A boy. Jonas.
Jonas. Now, is Jonas a reference to somebody?
The last thing that my child saw in this world was that monster's face. You could be damn well sure that when Savage dies, the last face he sees will be mine. I understand
Foreshadowing?
the circumstances if you wish to.
Foreshadowing the end of the
We can make the
season.
jump once the repairs are done, if and when Professor Borton stabilizes.
I think we all need a little time to consider our options. Back home as Firestorm.
What if I don't want to go home? Yet, I mean.
Why the change of heart?
See, that's...
You ever play football?
You could possibly...
Yeah, I didn't think so.
They could possibly
Anyway,
do a Firestorm series. If Legends of
best
Tomorrow
feeling
doesn't
I
pick
ever got
up and they
from being
need
on the
another
field
series
wasn't
replacement,
when I
they
made a
could
great
do a
play over
Firestorm
Bunsen game.
TV series. Or
And one of my
if
teammates took a tackle
Suicide
from me.
Squad...
And I knew they were going to make sure I
If
was
Suicide Squad, the movie,
safe.
does
Nobody
great,
got to me.
they could actually make a Suicide Squad
Watching
TV
all of
series.
you rush back to the ship, even those two knuckleheads, to take on Kronos, it made me feel the same way.
just trying to make this world a better place. One war at a time.
The season premiere.
I've been tasked with assembling an elite team to travel through time. You see here, this is history. They are here.
Do we want to live out the rest of our lives as insignificant losers or save the world?
BC's Legends of Tomorrow. New series next Thursday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Wow, this is a really good series. I think I'll keep this one. I'll see you at the next episode reaction. FTC.